So, Mike at Night, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much for being with us this evening on this great program, Mike at Night. Okay, so let me see who's online there already. I know Ken Hodge is on because Ken Hodge, he's always on time. Trust me on that. So welcome to you. I hope the people on Facebook, they are not on Facebook, on YouTube that they are on. If they are not, sorry about that. All right. So all right. So welcome to Mike at Night. Let's make sure that we have everybody who's on and locked in. All right. So let's wait for a little while for a number of people to come on, and then we're going to take it from there. Okay. So call somebody and tell them Mike at Night is on. Tell them that we are going to discuss a very important topic this evening that everybody should be part of. Okay? So, and also if you have not subscribed to the channel as yet, please do so. Okay. Okay, so we're discussing this evening the whole aspect of some of the things that men do that women don't seem to like too much in bed. Next week, we're going to be talking about the things that women do that men don't like when they do it in bed. All right, Timothy, Benjamin, good evening to you. Joanna Peters, nice, good evening. Right. It's been a while, Joanna, yes. Cheryl Harley Quinn, good evening. Ah, she says her husband is with her tonight. Kenneth Hodge, good evening. Like and subscribe, people, like and subscribe. Make sure that you give us a chance to meet you where you are. All right? So, let's get it going. I just want to make sure that we have everybody on. Okay. So, you know, one of the things that we have challenges with in relationships when it is in the bedroom. And sometimes we are not sure whether the bedroom is working as it's supposed to. So we end up doing a number of things that our partner may not like for one reason or the other. And that is what we want to be able to investigate or look into at this time as to whether the bedroom is working or not. So tell me, do you all think, let me just ask the ladies out there, do you all think that men make the bedroom work? Be honest. And men, you tell us whether you think you make it work. That's before we go into our session this evening. Do you think you make it work? All right, let me look to see what your answers are. I'm looking to see your response. Do you think it worked? And women, do you think that the men work? Good evening, Lawrence. Good evening. God said that the audio is a bit fuzzy. Let me see if I could fix that. Let me see if there is a reason why we're having that problem. Alright, so you'll tell me if we still, you'll let me know if we're still having that problem. If we're still having that problem, okay? Alright, so let me see if you all are ready. Greetings, Edda. Good evening, Tulsi. Do we make the bedroom work? Do you ladies think we make the bedroom work? And fellas, do you think that we work in it? Alright. Okay. I don't know. I noticed I'm not getting an answer from you all. Are you all shy? Let's hear from you. Yes, welcome coming, Charmaine, nicely. Alright, so while you all make it up your mind, let me just, and the article that I'm reading from really is an article that was written by, it's something called Moments with Jenny. But I felt it was quite a nice article. Jennifer is her name. She's the founder of this particular thing called Jenny in Relationship. She's a relationship coach. And I listened, I read the article, and she gave some points as to the mistakes men make in bed. So I want to go through some of them for you, and if it resonates with you, let me know whether Jenny is correct. Jenny says, number one of the things that mistakes that men make in bed is when they pursue their spouse, their wife, whatever it is, only when they are in bed. They pursue their spouse, try to be romantic, try to be nice, only when they are in bed. Outside of the bed, they're not romantic. When they run in the day, they don't even call. They completely AWOL, missing in action. They ignore the woman during the day and pay attention to her only when the food gets right. That is the time that you see that they begin to now pay attention to the woman. All right? So the question is that factual? As far as you are concerned, is that factual? All right, so give me your feedback. Cheryl say yes, she thinks on both sides. No comment, lack of experience in those matters, says Chef. Good evening, Lyndon, good to have you. All right. Timothy, I think that the YouTube is giving a little trouble. All right. Is it still coming through fuzzy, people? I think one of the things is that the system updated today, and I noticed whenever they update the system, it apparently throws things off of the setting. So I'm sorry about that. But I did not pick it up because I tried doing the testing before and I just did not pick it up. You'll let me know if you're still having the trouble. Alright? So what the person is saying, Jenny is saying, is that men become romantic. Some men become romantic only when they want something, but they're not very engaging otherwise. They ignore the woman during the day. They won't even respond to her in other areas. And in most times, they said that this is an emotional disconnect with the man. because she cannot give herself properly to the man who she does not connect with. So, if you don't want to build up an expectation and then get turned down by the woman because she's not in the mood. So they say women love being wooed and pampered. They need to know they are desired by their lovers. So it says, let your partner know that she's still wanted and she's still admired and attractive, personable. Yeah. Okay. So number 2, they said that men make another mistake, not speaking up about what they need in bed. They want the woman to just assume this is what you like. So they think that intimacy will just happen, they say. And they feel that it is something that should run natural. But sometimes they are saying they want to hear the man say what he wants. So a woman does not have the same intimacy as a man. And so if he needs a little action, he needs to say it. But it's how he says it. So instead of saying, like, let's make love tonight. Instead of saying, let's make love tonight, what Jenny is suggesting is that the man should say, I want you so badly, I can't wait. So saying something that makes you seem as though you're yearning for her rather than it's a chore and obligation. Let me make love tonight now. When last you make love? You see? So always tell your partner something that is intimate, according to Jenny. I'm no expert in this, I'll tell you all this one time. I am reading from Jenny. This woman says this is the mistakes men make. So, Jenny says that the man should give the woman directions as to how he wants to be pleased. If you want to be lit, if you want to be sucked, if you want to, hey, I hope you'll put your children to bed, because I told you all that in the promo, to put the children to bed. Alright? So, whatever it is you want, initiate it, ask for it, and guide it along. Alright? So that's number 2. If you're joining us late, then you miss number 1, that it says that some men only want sex only when they jump in the bed. Alright, so let me see what people are saying. Charmaine says it's factual. Josephus Devonish says yes. Thank you very much, Devonish. Good to have you. Yes, my sister Diane. Rock and come in, my girl. Rock and come in. Alright, Chef. Heather says, I try my best to make it work when I don't feel up to making things happen, but I know he is thirsty. It's what with water. So I would create some ambience, and that usually sets the mood. Nice, Harley Quinn. That is woman. Yep. Good evening, Candice Alexander. Nice having you on. Charmaine says, not every driver likes to be told how to drive. That is true. That is true. Sometimes, you know, you ever have passengers in the car telling you, driving too fast, slow down, get on the side. You're in the middle of the road and they keep telling you how you do, change the gear, that gear staying in too long. Yeah, not every driver likes to be told how to drive. I will chime in with that. Lauren says, modern bedroom have become cold storage for many couples. Ain't that right? That is so correct. That a lot of things have gone south, literally and figuratively, in the bedroom. What a tragic, what a tragedy. Okay, so one is that he only behaves nice in bed. That's what the women say. 2, they say that He doesn't say what he wants, but he expects you to give him what he wants. But here's number 3. This is a nice one. When the man letting himself go. By that you means he's not taking care of himself, not taking care of his hygiene, perspiration high, mouth have a oral scent. He has become overweight. You understand me? So because you're in the thing already, you let yourself go. So sometimes we have to ask ourselves, are we still looking dashing, nice and handsome? Do we shave? Do we comb our hair? Do we go to the barber? Especially, they said, if the man originally used to look nice and he let himself go and start to look little razzy. Yeah? And they'll say, no, put on perfume when you go inside your bed, your shower, your shave, you're coming in bed, you cool down if necessary with your heels of your feet, little corrosive. You understand me? Yeah, I'm giving you men some tips there. Women. Yeah. So, do something to nice up the pot. Because you know if you didn't have a lady, if you didn't have a wife, you would have been doing it to nice up yourself anyway. So just do it one time. Do it one time. Alright. Let me see where people are now. Myrtle, you come late to my class. Myrtle, you need to come in class early. Alright? Marcia Saunders, you too. Class starts well. I know class starts little late tonight. But that ain't no excuse. Alright, so let's go to the next one now. Alright, so I said, let me see if this is somebody who wants to get in on the air. Good day. Hello? Hello? Yeah, you're live on air? Alright, okay, sorry, I'll call you back after. Sorry. Alright, sorry about that, people. I thought he wanted to be on air and he thought he wasn't on air. Okay. So you all there now? If you all want, you could call as that gentleman called. You call the number that is at the top of the screen, 868-480-0080. That is 868-480-0080. Now, Charmaine, you said some men smell like garbage trucks on foot. Me say, what a thing. Ay, ay, ay. That not sound good. Alright. So let's go on to the next one now. According to Jenny, Jenny says the number 4 thing that men do as a mistake in bed. They're too busy. All they want is to enter. They forget the foreplay. They want to go down. They want to be able to penetrate. And Jenny says that's a big mistake because a woman takes a bit longer to warm up the engine. While a man may have glow plugs, the woman would need the engine to idle a little while before she could get running. So you need to be able to learn to stimulate her and learn to find the places that stimulate her. And not, sometimes it is the same places that men stimulate. And sometimes she wants some variety in it. And therefore, and also what Jenny is saying is that we are limited also in knowing where those places are. The obvious places, but there are some not so obvious places. But if you know your lady, you can explore some of those strange places. You might be surprised. Well, you know where the obvious places are. I don't want to go there because I want to be very radio friendly. But you know some of the less obvious places, behind the neck, the back of the knee. You understand me? The earlobe, the neck. So you have so many options. Jenny didn't say that, but I just gave him already somebody answered it. You have so many options that you can explore. And what she's saying is that sometimes we become too boring doing the same thing over and over again. So, let me hear what Heather saying. Heather says marriage is a beautiful thing, but it is work. So you have to work it. We may have to compromise sometimes because our duty is to try our best to please each other. However, there are times when you might need counseling. Amen. Amen, Jenny. That's why my number is up there. So for private counseling, you call that number there, 868-480-0080. Take Jenny advice. We do private, confidential counseling. Timothy said you need to preheat the oven, or no baking will be taking place here tonight. And I think that is one of the major complaints that women have concerning men. I think we are a bit too busy to score the goal, kick the ball into the goal when we didn't play the field. So he's saying that we need to learn to play the field, get everything going right as though it should. Alright? So if we do that, the result is going to be much better. It is going to be enjoyable. Take your time. You understand? Take your time. Make it like a school zone. Yeah? Where you drive slow. That's a school zone. Never mind, don't drive slow every time. Because there are sometimes a quick mash down on the overdrive does a good thing. Only talk to me now, only talk to me. Let me know if I'm making sense. Let the engine rumble and stumble before you drive off. Charmaine, you look like a real character in a Charmaine. Can I tell some boys have their feet looking like Grand Charlie Stone? Grand Charlie. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Alright. I think it's them stone that has put down that little off. Giant ashes soon after marriage. Yeah? Alright. You all put your comments. I'm always happy to read what you're putting in it. And if you wish, you may call 868-480-0080. Alright. So let's go again and tell me if you agree. How many of them you all agree with so far? For those who join us late, let me just say that we're doing from an article from a lady called Jenny. And Jennifer is her name, but she calls herself Jenny. And we're dealing with mistakes men make in bed. Because next week, we want to deal with mistakes women make in bed. All the things all get in our way. Not one bit of that. All the things all are perfect. You all are not perfect. Neither are the men. So number one, the mistakes that men make is they pursue them only when they're in bed. By that we mean he becomes nice, endearing, caring, and all of the nice romantic things he should be doing and saying is when he's really warmed up and he wants something. And she could tell. Long before he actually asked for it, she could tell. So I think the women feel it is hypocritical to be doing that when all day you ignore them. You won't flirting with her all the day. You won't trying to be nice and kind and helpful and so on all day. But now all of a sudden, you become this Cupid in bed. Boom! Not saying what you want. If you want something, ask for it. It's either she have it or she don't have it. When you go to the shop, you ask if they have it or not. It's either they sell it or they're not selling it. But sometimes you need to be able to say, this is what I come to buy. Yeah? Now, I know that some people have some little fetish kind of taste. They want some things that the woman may not be willing to, or she don't think she's capable to sell. Because some of the positions that some people may be asking for the woman might feel that she may not have what it takes, the curvatures and the rubber bandicity to be able to make those positions. Right? You all know what I mean. Trying to be nice and radio friendly. Number 3, letting yourself go. You're not taking care of yourself, not grooming yourself. The hair on your face not even greased and creamed, it is just prickly. And you want to go down there with all of that prickly hair. No. I'm talking about I'll be leaving the ladies next week when it comes to that party. Anyway, you're getting too fat, you're putting on too much weight, and so on. The hygiene. And then now, where the man is too busy to score the goal, he wants to go straight to goal scoring. Alright. So I hope all are getting that so far. So they said that a woman wants to be revved up. And there are things that you can do without penetration that would help rev the relationship. Things that you can do with your hand, things that you can do with your mouth, things that you can do with your tongue. You can do so many different things. There is no need to be repeating the same things over and over again. And a little change of scenery, little change of angle, little change of positioning, all works for it. You know it is more than 100 positions it have. And some people use 2, 3, some people use 1. Yeah? Some people, because of their belief system, probably might be their religious belief, think that missionary and the preaching of the word position is the only position. What do you all think? Should that be the only position, or should some people, Christian people, explore other positions? Because sometimes in the Christian realm, people think that it's a bit too carnal and sinful to go into all of these juxtapositions. Waratal. No, Chef, you're not helping me even. Call me and call the word. Call me on air and call the word, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who cannot call that word. Myrtle said, not the quantity, but the quality. It's God's gift to marriage, not stealing chances. It's beautiful legally. Thank you, Myrtle, for telling him that. Joanna says she agrees with the person who says marriage is a beautiful thing. Yeah. Alright. Let's go now. Waratel. I never hear about that. That one is new to me. Or they'll catch me with that. So that's number 4. By the way, do our men know that some women climax faster with oral than with penetration? I think that sometimes we take this penetration thing a bit too much of a number 1. When oral may have done the job, especially if you have a pre-ejaculation challenge, you might as well go oral and then go that way, because by then she may have been able to have her part completed and then you start your part, and you can afford to now do your quick key takeoff and landing. Yes. And what Jenny says is sometimes just talk intimacy with your partner, your woman, your wife. Just talk intimacy with her, so that while you are talking, that imaginations and feelings start to rise. Okay? So do the reading. Alright, so let's go on to number 5 now. Timothy said, my spouse knows more position than me, but as long as I get it, I happy. Timothy, I understand you, my boy. Let it do all kind of kufum and all kind of gymnastics. When they don't do all of them spin and wheel and deal, and you come on, just let you have it. Yeah, makes sense. Warratel is a flat stone by the river, and when it's dry, it looks like grey. When the stone is wet, it looks shiny and black. Okay. Okay. I'm learning something tonight. Thank you very much, Charmaine, and for you helping me there with Warratel. Alright, let's go to number 5. Jenny says in her article that many men do not know what a clitoris is. They think it might be a switch by the clutch of the car. They think this is some instrument that they use to drive motor car. Jenny, but she didn't say all of that. She just said men don't seem to know what a clitoris is. I put in the rest. And she said they don't, those who know it or have heard about it, even if you pay them to find it. She didn't say this part here, I say. Even if you pay them to find it, them cannot find the clitoris. I don't believe Jenny with that. Not in this day and age. I am sure every man jack on this one here know what that is and know where to find it. And most men do, if not all. All the men talk up now, man. All they help me. I'm trying to talk for all of us. Where are you all? The only men like Timothy talking up. Timothy and Chef Lawrence. All of them other people here keeping quiet. The only ladies are here talking, you know. Alright? So anyway, she says that the men have a problem in locating that. So they think that just mere penetration works and they don't explore the clitoris. And a lot of women seem to enjoy more the massaging and engaging of the clitoris than even penetration. So if therefore that it has so much value, in fact, that's the only reason and purpose of the clitoris. That is all. For stimulation and enjoyment. That is all it is there for, nothing else. So, if that is the only function of it, and yet people tend to ignore it for penetration, well, too bad for you. So, we might have to go back to biology class, human biology class, and learn some stuff. So before, if you have to go down on a woman, then make sure that you understand all of that. Okay? I hope if you all have children up, you all are turning down your volume. They can't be studying now outside your door. Eh? So that's number 5. Let's go now to number 6. Yes, I mean, them men and them, I never see that them men and them afraid, and if you ask women, them think that the woman answering. Timothy say if you pay a light bill, you could be able to find it. Well, a lot of them may pay no light bill, eh? They pay no light bill. Thank you, Charmaine. That you good advice to people. Put on your earbuds. You have on yours. Yeah. Them men and them afraid to talk. You only have mouth. And just call me, tell me, say this on your program, tell them this, tell them that. They may do enough. Alright? So, we'll take a quick break and then we'll continue with another. I think I give you 4 or 5. I want to give you 5 more before we leave. But we'll be right back. Okay, so are you all there now? Are you all there? Alright, nicely. Let's go. We were on yes, we just completed number 5 of the things that men do wrong, make mistakes in bed. Let me see what Lyndon's saying here. A lot of people have this topic as taboo and take the feeling straight into marriage. Yep. You're so right, Lyndon. Absolutely correct. And would you believe, Lyndon, if we are afraid to talk them things in church, among church people, it's almost ungodly to talk things. I remember, well, one of the things that I appreciate the church and the congregation that I attend, that I appreciate very much, is the openness to talk these subjects. Because many people are suffering in silence with unhappiness in the marriage as far as the bedroom and lovemaking is concerned. We don't have a school that graduates you on how to make love. We all learn how to have sex, but never learned to make love. And people think having sex is making love. Sex is just getting your rocks off, getting that strong desire you have brought down because you've been able to ejaculate, and you just do a process. That's sex. Any animal could do that. Few animals could make love. And when it comes to the human being, we're supposed to be the number 1 animal knowing how to make love. Yeah. Charmaine says some are we too pious. Don't want others to know how freaky they are. You understand? And if it is that you're in a legitimate marital relationship and it's yours, allow the freakiness to really freak you out. Don't stop the party. Tell them Mike at Night tell you that. Alright. Let's see now if we can give you number 6. Number 6. If you're neglecting other hot erogenous zones, that is a mistake. And we spoke about that before, so I would not say too long on that. The other erogenous zones are the zones that turns a woman on and that we don't pay attention to. Sometimes just holding her and rubbing the palms of her hands is going to do her, make her feel nice. So you have to find those erogenous zones and explore them, right? And each time you make love, just explore a new one and watch. And there are times, let me just say that while one time you might touch one place and it does not create such a reaction, but probably you might be touching that place too early. But if you wait long enough for the engine to warm up and you touch that same place, you might be surprised at the reaction that you get. Sometimes we touch it too early, and sometimes we touch it too rough, and sometimes we touch it before it's ready. You all listening to me? You all listen and learn. Alright? So she recommends a few places that I want to be able to tell you that is outside of the normal. The neck, the shoulders, the back, the belly, the buttocks, feet are some of the places that also are erogenous. One of the things, I didn't see I mention it here, but I will throw it in, is that sometimes as men we think that deep penetration does the trick, and sometimes the real vibes is really before you even go down deep inside. So there's no need for all of that humping and jamming and length, because this is why a short man and a short length sometimes could do the job. Say amen, somebody. Alright. Edward, what is so complicated, Edward? Huh? You understand what complicated about that? This is easy business. So, Jenny said, when you learn how to touch a woman in different places that turns on, you can revive her drive and make her go crazy. Some of the infidelity that takes place happens to be because some people are not getting satisfaction in home court. The home court, you don't have home court advantage. So we have to make sure the home court doing better. Alright, we're running out of time. Let's go on to number 7. So some women, according to Jenny, has some secret fantasies, and they want to explore some of those secret fantasies. Something she wants to try in bed, but because we are too busy, we don't give her a chance to try some of them in bed. And I'm not necessarily talking about threesome orgies and some of these things and anal and all of that. I'm just talking about just wanting to try some new thing. And some of these might be a new position in bed. It might be tried in a different place in the house besides just the bed. She may want to try it in the car. She would want to use the kitchen counter and bake you something hot. My people. So, the key to giving her intense pleasure and satisfying her during love making is to know exactly what she wants and give her that. And sometimes what you could do is actually do a role play. Start to make a game out of this thing. Let me tell you, there's enough information to help us outside of there. You could even, instead of just dropping your pants, zipping down and just going and so on, just take your time, do it while your clothes on, and let her take it off one by one, or you just take it off one by one. Take hers off one by one. Don't wait for her to undress. Help her undress. Because while you were single and mingling and teething thing, you used to help them undress. But when they're married, you want them to come in just ready. And sometimes it creates its own excitement when you're helping the person to undress. And just remember, after you're done undress them, spend a little time to dress them back to it. I'm just saying. Alright, let me see what people are saying online here now. The washing machine, what is the washing machine now? Linda, all high science, you guys are well high science. Yeah. washing machine they're talking about. So anyway, so what she's saying is that explore secret fantasies. She might want to be able to do things. There are people sometimes want to dress up in all kind of garbs and so on. Some people want to put handcuff on you. They want to arrest you. They want to feed you. You understand me? They want you to be able to deliver them it on a plate. So just explore what she has and what she wants, and find out. So what Jenny is also saying, Jenny says the doggy style sometimes is painful. So don't assume that she likes it just because you like it. Not even going to go as to what doggy style is. If you don't know, you don't know. Right? And give yourself a chance to watch the person and experience the person responding with the different positions and so on. Alright, so if you want to be able to skip the trial and error, just try things out and drive her crazy with different things and ideas. Okay? So we have a weekend coming up. Some of you people, some of you guys are trying to help you all here to make your weekend nice. And all of just send me a message. That number on top there, just send me a message, fellas, and tell me I get through. I get through. And ladies, all of send me a message too. Tell me whether things fall flat or whether they get through. Whether you see some improvement. Yeah, I remember I was going to do a conference one time, and it was to do a conference with men. Because for those of you who know, I do lectures with men and gather men, and we talk a number of things, and sex happened to be one of them. And a lady, apparently it was a lady, who messaged me and said, Mr. Short, my husband is coming to your conference, your seminar, and I want you to be able to talk about a blowjob. And I will know if the conference was good. If when he comes home, I will know if your conference was good. Well, I don't know if the conference was good because I never hear from the lady again. You all know what a blowjob is? I know some of you don't have a clue what a blowjob is. Oh gosh, I need to have this program for teenagers because some of you old people, they don't have it. Or they don't have it at all. Oh, you go on the washing machine while it's on. A washing machine. Ah. So what you call that one day? What do you call the one where you're on the washing machine while it's gone? I think that will vibrate and give you too much electrical shock here. But anyway, to each his own. Timothy say you have to peel the fig. The fig don't peel itself. Alright. There you go. A quickie on the automatic washing machine while it's washing clothes. Boy, all your bones have to be strong. They know but they don't want to answer. I am surprised we still have shy people to talk these things. They talk all kind of craziness. And all they share now. Alright? So, number 8 is when that, no, she is asked, in the one before, what Jenny was saying is that we need to ask for what we want and explore some new things. But now what Jenny is saying for number 8, Jenny is saying that let us, sometime a man is expecting her to act out all his secret fantasies. Right? So even though she wants hers to be acted out, and she's saying it's not necessarily all of hers, but he wants all of his own, and some of all of his own might be a bit raunchy. um, the adult movies that teach a lot of things that they getting paid for that you can't really do without damaging your back, pulling a muscle, damaging a tendon, cracking your neck, getting your jaw locked. Yeah, all of them things that they want to do. And the lady said, I can't do that. Right. So, he said, don't force her. The women don't like to be forced. And they're saying to the men, don't force me if it is not my fantasy. I respect your decision. Right? So number 9. I know the lady's going to like this one here coming up here. Number 9. Let me see if there's any comment on thing first before I go to number 9. Number 9, always like it. Women will like number 9. Linda said you have to think outside the box. Literally outside the box. And figuratively outside the box. That's where the thinking should take place. A lot of people that think in the box. Alright. So here number 9. Number 9 is when men assume that because they had a mind-blowing, exciting run, that the woman also enjoyed it. She's saying, big mistake that a lot of men make. You on cloud 9 and she ain't even leave planet Earth yet. She's still on the ground and you there sailing, sweating, heaving and hoeing, groaning and moaning, and she's nowhere there. Because you're not even taking time to notice that she might not be into all of this. So, Jenny says a big mistake. Big mistake. So many women cannot reach their organism during intercourse as quickly as men, and so we need to be able to recognize that. And we need to be able to now take it down a bit. There's no race. Don't make it hurry. What you have to go out, then do it when you come back. I'm just saying so. So those who are extremely shy about intimacy would not tell you that they are not satisfied. Or they fake orgasm. They fake climaxing to make you happy. And some women are afraid to embarrass the men. Because he so figure he right. So figure he was so good. Yeah? When he did nothing. But when you have a good relationship that people talking and sharing with authentic self, and can be say, you know, this I feel could have improved, I would have liked you to do this a bit longer. It was going nice, you know, and I figured that you could have stayed there, or you could have continued. Why did you stop? It was going good. It's better than, oh gosh, that is all. You know how does drop it? Hey, it's 9 o'clock already. Let me go to the next one. As it's 10, I said I was going to give you one. Number 10. When men go way too fast during lovemaking. Because the speed, and I think we may have been indoctrinated that the speed and the joking and the humping and the force and the roughness is part of making good love as a man. And after a while, when you settle down with all of that, you recognize that don't do it. You know, when my father used to teach us to plant peas and corn on the hillside, he would see us using the hoe and hitting the ground hard and working fast and so on. And he used to watch us. And in 2 2s we tired. And he's still going slow, steady. And he lasts longer in planting when we are burnt out. And you know, sometimes that is just like love making. Do the weeding slow and steady. Don't go too fast. Yeah? Don't be too occupied with your own desires, gentlemen. Slow down a minute. Explore and experience the scenery. Open your eyes. Feel your way around in the dark. You understand me? Just take your time. Nobody rushing you. What happened? The children and them coming home just now. Take your time. You see? Right? So we gave you 10 tips, fellas. If we give all the 10 tips, I'm hoping that we could get some improved relationships. You have to think, no, that was the plane take off and the signal light. Hey, come on, yet. Only the pilot on board. Passengers yet on board, Charmin? The main passenger that you're flying for, you leave on the ground and you take off? No, man. You're making joke. All the kicks in. Alright. So that brings us to the end of Micah Night for today. St. Kitts, I am with you this weekend. I'm looking forward to being with your people in that lovely island. And at the chances I'll be broadcasting from St. Kitts. I will be broadcasting and we're talking about the mistakes women make in bed. You should join that. Fellas, call your partners and them and tell them, come, let me go. And here, let them woman and them hear we side of the story. I'm Michael Stewart, and this is Mike at Night.